We got some sad news tonight. Actor Chadwick Boseman passed away, and we are like in our feelings. He was very young, and people are like really like now paying attention. Like, what the hell is going on? 2020, like child, we I don't even know. Like, I'm just hoping to make it the next week. There's so much going on in 2020. Apparently, Mr. Boseman had been battling colon cancer since 2016, and he died, according to CNN, he died at home with his family and his wife by his side. He was 43. Let me look at this Twitter statement. They say he put a statement on Twitter. Hold on, let me look this up, child. Let me look this up because we are shocked. We are shocked. Hold on. He said, oh, wow. Here it is right here. Let me put this in here for y'all. On his Twitter, which you can see right here, they posted a picture of the actor and a statement that said, it is with immeasurable grief that we confirm the passing of Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer in 2016 and battled with it these last 4 years as it progressed to stage 4. A true fighter, Chadwick persevered through it all and brought you many of the films you have come to love so much, from Marshall to The Five Bloods, August Wilson's Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and several more. All were filmed during and between countless surgeries and chemotherapy. It was the honor of his career to bring King T'Challa to life in Black Panther. He died in his home with his wife and family by his side. The family thanks you for your love and prayers and asks that you continue to respect their privacy during this difficult time. So people have been, showing their salute to him and posting, their favorite memes of him online. As you can see, it's a very, very sad story because a lot of people were like questioning him earlier this year. I think it was about in April. He did a video from his home during the quarantine, and people were like, what is going on? Why is he so thin? What is happening? And like he didn't say it, but everybody was looking like, is this for a role? Why did he lose so much weight? And so many people were dragging him. And it's just proof positive that, you can never guesstimate and estimate and assume what someone is going through. Thank you so much, Kenneth. Let me see what y'all are saying in this chat. Sending love and light. Okay. R.I.P. Wakanda forever. Exactly. So, yes, they were clowning his weight loss. It is so unfortunate. Hold on. Let me pull. This is the last video that he did. I don't even know if I want to watch this, but this is the last video that he did. We were talking about it earlier on Patreon, and there's a lot of people now are going back to this video and looking at it and saying like, wow, I had no idea. Like, I'm so sorry that I was judging him, during that time. Like, here's the video right here. Let me go to the comment section. Like, rest in power, bruh. He had cancer. I had no idea. I feel so bad, so sad. People were actually making fun of him for months. He did an amazing job during the time he had left. So people are, going back and making amends for some of the things that they said. Like you said, you never know. So here's what he said, and this was back in when was this? This was back in April of 2020. This was just a few months ago. See if y'all can hear
it. April 15th. It's Jackie Robinson Day. That's right. It's still Jackie Robinson Day. I can't think of a better time to remember my hero, and he's the hero of many of you out there, than this time that we're in, this pandemic. I can't think of a better way to commemorate everything that he was about than to announce the partnership between Tolko and Figs. Figs is one of the companies that's the designer and manufacturer of modern medical apparel. And Tolko is basically my friend Thomas Toll, who through the company Legendary produced 42. Tolko and Figs is donating 4.2 million, 4.2 for 42 in protective medical equipment in honor of Jackie Robinson Day. You know, for the last couple of weeks, we found that the statistics for COVID-19 have shown that the African American community has been hit the hardest. The Latino community has been hit the hardest, and that's partially because we're the frontline workers. We're the ones still going to work. We're the ones still driving the buses. But in the hospitals and in the medical field, we're the EMTs. We're the ones who are, you know, going to battle every day. And in some of the hospitals that are servicing, you know, our people, there's just not there's not enough equipment. There's not enough, you know, masks. There's not enough gloves. There's not enough isolation gowns. And so what Tolko and Fix is doing is they're going to execute the distribution of those scrubs, of those masks, of those isolation gowns to those hospitals that have been impacted the most. And that's what we need. That's the leadership we need. So I applaud Thomas Toll. You know, he filled in the gap when we were doing 42. You know, there were people that didn't believe in it. And it's the same thing happening right now. You know, throughout this process, the federal government and the states have not exactly come together. You know, the federal government has not made sure those companies that provide, you know, that they put a bid in and then distribute as needed the equipment. The same thing is happening with the tests. You know, the federal government has to put a bid in and, you know, make sure that the prices don't get driven up on the states, that especially the ones that need it the most. And then that can be distributed properly. So we need leadership like this in order to fill in the gap. So there are others of you out there who can work in similar ways until the states and the federal government get it together. But we can't wait. We can't allow people to die in that process and the working it out. So Jackie Robinson Day is still alive. We're still in second base. We're still in third base. We're still in home. And so let's celebrate him today. And those hospitals and those medical organizations that are doing the work. We can't just say, you know, we appreciate them. Let's get them what they need in Chicago, in Michigan, you know, in the various places that they need it. So happy Jackie Robinson Day. Happy hashtag Operation 42. That's what this is. Operation 42, 4.2 million. Thomas told you the man.
So that was the video that so many people were scrutinizing back in the day. With so many articles written about his weight loss, and you know, it's so unfortunate that, you know, so many fans were like questioning him, and some of y'all have even, you know, are even inquiring, like, you know, what was, you know, why do you think he didn't share it with his fans? But for everyone, you know, if you are battling a terminal illness, isn't it up to you to decide what you want to share with your fans? I mean, I'm sure his family and friends knew what they knew, but at the end of the day, it was his decision to battle it on his own. Maybe it was easier for him not to be as transparent as some of y'all feel like he should have been. But you know, prayers to his family. Like, this is one of them. This was actual Fox News article back in the day that, you know, was talking about how fans were fearing for his health after his dramatic weight loss. And like, people were like, literally, like, what's going on with you? And so much so that that video that y'all just watched, he had to delete it because there was so many people under there, you know, asking him about his weight. Why are you so thin? You okay, Chief? And so, apparently, he was battling his own thing, like you said, like we said, you never know what someone is going through. So we can honestly, look at this as a cautionary tale, and basically, treat people better. Treat people better. Rest in paradise, rest in power. Thank you so much, Egypt, for saying that. He didn't tell, from what you can see, he didn't tell many. No one really knew. No one really knew.